down to the quarter-final stage in the Star Sports TRC Greyhound Derby, and Straight Up is back with a look at those 4 eliminators. In the first, you can see Romeo Command, such a win machine and so impressive. Notionally, has a tricky draw in Trap 5, but let's have a look at Romeo Command, running in the 3rd round last Saturday, was running from Trap 2 on this occasion, and watch out the boxes, makes an immediate dart to the outside. Probably ironically ends up in about Trap 5 going to the bend, which would suggest the draw might not be as tricky as it first looks. We've also got some other evidence to look at. Romeo Command and Burj Khalifa met in round 2. They were drawn in traps 3 and 6 on this occasion, and we're going to see how they go to the bend. Romeo Command in 3. Keeps a middle course to start with. Look at Burj Khalifa in 6, very, very wide. Romeo Command just edges off slightly. Burj Khalifa minding his own business on the outside. I don't think they're going to come together, but the way the race shapes with Hope's Rhino, Boyle Sports Gift, Savannah Bow, Aero Aaron, all proper railers, there should be plenty of room here. I think Romeo Command, bookmakers might just get carried away that he's got a tough draw. I'm not sure that he has. I think Burj Khalifa's got a great makeup as well. I see those two dominating that race. Moving on to the second quarter-final, and Sign It Otis yet again gets the inside draw. We know he'll move off, but look at all these numbers. Lots of middle numbers. There's no real out-and-out railer here. The ground I'm going to have a look at is Romeo Hanzo, who goes from Trap 3 on this occasion. Now, he ran from Trap 1 in the 3rd round at the weekend, and let's just have a look at what happened to Romeo Hanzo on that occasion, the path he took to the bend. Well, he broke pretty well, and you can see he immediately edges off. He probably ends up in Trap 3, 3.5, taking the path to the bend. So I'm pretty confident that his middle draw will not count against him. I like the makeup for him. You also have to say, I think that Ballyhimmock Leo in Trap 6, another for Graham Holland, who's well represented in this race with 3 runners, has a decent draw, a middle seed, but certainly edges a little bit to the outside, and both Cachise and Mystical Mario should stay out of his way. But I think Romeo Hanzo there has got a good middle draw. Moving on to the 3rd quarter-final, and this is a fascinating race in that you've got Ballymac Marino, who's been an absolute star in the competition to date, and he goes from Trap 2. Now, we're going to watch him on Saturday, his brilliant demolition job, where he ran from a middle draw, but just watch what he did out of the boxes. So you've got Ballymac Marino here. He's running from Trap 4, and basically he just keeps a straight line to the bend. Looking at the evidence, limited evidence, because he's a relatively lightly raced greyhound, I think he'll probably keep a relatively straight line from every box he goes until you get inside. I can see him moving middle a little bit from this makeup, which clearly gives Jack Tavernbella a great draw on the inside. But we also have to look here at Gaytime Nemo. Now, Gaytime Nemo at the weekend ran from Trap 1 all the way out in 5 today. Let's look at Gaytime Nemo on Saturday. Now, you can't take as face value that he's going to take the same course because he's in a different box, but he's got no inclination to move off at all. He's probably edged off half a lane, if anything. So I think the probability is that he'll go inside. The way this race frames, there's a lot of space on the outside, potentially some space on the inside. I think Ballymac Marino, if he does it right, is clearly better than these and will take a world of beating. But Inform Brinkley's magic, what a tough draw he's got. Gaytime Nemo could be across him. Drive On Lad will look to go to the inside. I think the outside traps could go well at prices there. Jack Tavernbella and Ninja Kerry. And finally on to the last quarter-final, where you've got most greyhounds, I think, will be relatively happy. Most sets of connections will be relatively happy with the draw. We've got a rematch here, and not that it was much of a match at all, because Swords Rex absolutely demolished Ballymac Finn at the weekend. Let's look at those two in action. They were running on this occasion from 3 Ballymac Finn and 4 Swords Rex. And look at that, smooth as to the bend. They don't really get involved. They're not. You would suspect it's going to be the same again. Swords Rex 410 sectional smashed out, absolutely brilliant. Don't think there's any issue there. Is there an issue though with Fabulous Azura on his outside? Will she cut to the inner? Well, let's go back to round 2 where she ran from Trap 4, and we can have a look at the path she took to the bend on that occasion. And as you can see, her first step was actually to the outside, and then she just basically holds her line. I think Swords Rex will be absolutely fine, especially, of course, if he traps in the manner he did. Should be relatively trouble-free to the bend, that one. So, anyway, what bets have we got for the quarterfinals? Well, in the opener, I think Romeo Command might be overpriced. I think the bookmakers may overreact, but I also think we need to have a straight forecast there. Trap 5 Romeo Command to beat 6 Burj Khalifa. And in the third quarterfinal, although clearly Ballymat Marina is going to take the world of beating from Trap 2, I think we can boost a dividend by sticking Trap 1 Jack Tavern Bella and Trap 6 Ninja Kerry in combination forecasts and tricasts. What a lot to look forward to. Derby quarterfinals, one of the great nights of the year. It's live on RPGTV on Saturday.